I'm here with Swarna, the life of a social butterfly. Say hi.
Hi!
So today I'm going to be doing a video showing you how to do makeup on dark skin, brown skin, like Indian
Melanin
skin,
girls.
you know, melanin girls. So as you guys can see, Swarna's wearing this really beautiful rose gold blouse. So we're going to go for this like nice glowy rose gold glam look.
And it's from tiabua.com.
Yes.
If anyone's wondering.
Yes, so yeah, let's get to it. So first things first, I am starting off with my ABH Dip Brow Pomade. You guys know this is my go-to, and Swarna likes this as well.
I love it.
Trick to when you want to do your brows, if you just lift the brow up a little bit, you guys can see the shape perfectly, and then we're just going to carve it out. When's the last time you did your brows, Swarna?
Where to begin? Long story short,
Oh, yeah.
my brow lady unfortunately got arthritis, so I had to go to another brow lady, and she did my brows in very dim lighting, and one of my brows was like that, oops, and one was like down, and these guys roasted me and never let me live it down, and I'd been like having to fill my brows to make it look proper, but there's only so much you can do. So I haven't touched my brows since. 20 minutes later.
She did it again for you guys. Okay, so I finally did her brows. I just decided to go offline because it's just easier, and I know you guys are more concerned about the complexion and stuff. So we did the brows, and now I'm going to go ahead and prime her eyelids using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is just the original one. I'm going to do the eyes first because we are going to be working with glitter. So you know, we're just going to go ahead and blend it out. Okay, so now that we did that, what you want to quickly do is go ahead and set the person's eyes, because the primer will crease. So I'm using the James Charles Morphe palette, and I'm just going to take a shade that's similar to her skin tone. You want to make sure you press out any creases that you might have on the lid, because setting it with the creases defeats setting it.
Bring the back for this.
Okay, 1 second. Swarna, where's the headphones?
My brother's here and he's not letting us film, so we just have to wait 2 seconds. So now I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty Topaz palette. You're going to go ahead and use this dark brown right here. It's one of my favorite dark browns. And just getting this like dense blending brush for the eyeshadow. And we're going to start building up the crease. Notice I'm going to place this right in the crease area. And you always want to build up as you go, because it's always easier to add more than to take away. Once we do that, I'm just going to take this burnt orange shade again. You guys know I love using this color on us melanin girls, and we're just going to blend that shadow out now. So right now it just kind of looks like it's all there, but once we cut the crease and add more depth, it will be fine. I'm literally only focusing right on the outer third. I'm like just not even the outer third, just that little bit right there, because I want the rose gold to be the main focus of the eyelid. Okay, so this is going to be the trick for anyone that has hooded eyes like Swarna said, or just smaller eyelids. If you cut the crease, it will give you so much more definition, and it'll just really open up your eyelid space. So I am using the MAC Pro Longwear in the shade Elaine, and we're going to just really cut that crease. So I'm just going to go as high as I can feel her eyelid go, if that makes sense, and just really pack this product on. We're going to go in with the Topaz palette again, and I'm just going to use this rose gold eyeshadow just as a base for our glitter. Whenever you want to build intensity, always push on versus swiping. So now that we did that, I'm going to go ahead and add some more of that brown just right there. Lightly blending it in, but not too much, because we're going to still do the glitter. I'm going to go in with the glitter, which is the Stila, what is this? The Stila Magnificent Metals in the shade Kitten Karma. So this beautiful rose gold glitter. Have you ever worn glitter on your eyes before?
Nope.
Seriously?
Nope.
Okay, well there's the first thing. So you can close your eye. And I'm just going to like lightly pat this on. So it's going to be glittery, but not like harsh, like loose glitter. For the scary part, I'm going to do eyeliner. So I'm just going to go ahead with the Huda Beauty liquid, what was this, fluid line? Life liner. So let's go ahead and do this.
Maliki has been raving on about this pen.
I love it so much. So If I can just get you to look up and look straight. So great way when you're doing eyeliner on people is sort of look straight at the camera.
Okay.
If they go like this, you could see how far you could take it, because if she had more, what was the thing called? More hooded, you could see that you can take it further because it will crease. Hers is not really that hooded, it only goes right to the end, so we can extend it. So you can look at me a little bit. Look up. And then I like to just create the line for the wing first and have her look up again. And then just make sure that's good. And then we're gonna go ahead and do the liner. Close your eye. Sweater just has these beautiful pair of lashes from Tia Booba.
They're called Dream Big.
Is there anything you want to see while we let this dry?
I don't know what to talk about. I don't know.
So let's talk about you doing your makeup. What do you like to use?
I wouldn't consider myself a professional when it comes to makeup, but I love using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation on my skin.
Because you have a little bit of drier skin.
Yes, because I have a little bit more dry skin.
When I do my clients, I always tell them to look down but don't close their eye, just in case the glue does seep through, like in case you didn't let it dry long enough. So that's what Sorna's going to do right now. She's just going to look down but not close her eye. And then we're just going to get it as close to her lash line as possible. Lashes make such a big difference. You continue. What else do you like to use?
I like using the Fenty
No,
sticks.
you gotta close your eyes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I like using the Fenty sticks, like the bronzer and highlight. Yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of new.
So you
to
like a
the-
lot of cream products and all that?
Yeah. I'm pretty new to the whole makeup game, but
Like
it's been
whole
really
face.
nice to like see your content and find makeup products that are like friendly for women of color like
Wow.
myself.
I did not pay her to say that to me.
No, she did not. I'm every time I go to Sephora, I'm always playing a Limitless BWL video to try and decide what type of products I want to buy. But now I can just take it with me in person.
We have a nice shopping spree with the Sephora VIP
Yes,
set.
very nice shopping spree. Back when I was in Australia, I'd like message her at odd hours
And I will reply like 5 months later.
like
literally.
5 months later, I'd be like, what blush do you recommend? Now I just drag her to the store directly and kind of just set her free to go get me all the right products. And she'll be like, I recommend you do this.
Okay guys, so since Sweda's skin is a little bit more dry, we're just going to go ahead with the Guerlain. This is their Meteorites base, so it's just like a liquid, a glowy primer. So I'm just going to get a good amount of that on my hand and just go ahead and apply it. Okay, so I like to go in with this after I put like my base primer, just because this I only focus where there's pores. Honestly, Sorna has really beautiful skin, but I'm just going to focus this right on the cheek area. Sorna has some smile line right here too, so can you like stop smiling? This was Natasha Silk Canvas, by the way. So now we're going to go over with the complexion. I'm not sure exactly what shade Sorna is going to be, but I have a feeling she might be Sandalwood from Estee Lauder. This is Estee Lauder Double Wear. So this is a little bit more of a matte foundation. I just don't have anything glowy right now in her skin tone, so we're going to use this, but we're still going to add a lot of glow later. So if you could just turn that way for me. So this is a little bit dark. This one's lighter, so I'm just going to mix these two. So sometimes, well, especially with clients, I tend to always have to mix foundations just because I'm obviously dealing with lots of different skin tones. So yeah, that one's going to work perfectly together. So I'm not going to put it everywhere. I just like to match it first, and then we're going to color correct and then be right back. Using this Pro Conceal palette from MAC. I know that they've discontinued it in Canada. I don't know if they still have it anywhere else, but it's one of my favorite palettes for my clients because it has concealer shades and color correction shades. I like to use my fingers a lot because I feel like the product just really gets into the skin. So I'm just going to apply where Sorna has some discoloration. She doesn't have too much, just a little bit around the mouth. I'm going to go ahead with the darker shade. I'm going to focus mainly with this color because I know Sorna would rather look a little warm.
Yeah.
But it's going to match you, don't worry. once I was doing Swarna's makeup and I had no foundation on me, I literally had to put concealer on her face.
She put concealer all over my face and made it look like foundation, and surprisingly, it looked amazing.
I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the lighter one, just focusing in more on the center of the face. Can you look that way for me?
Yep.
So as you can see, it's matching pretty well.
What is this?
Sapadu.
I'm not even hungry though. It's funny, but who laughed at making the same joke? Did you watch this film, Anderson?
Take your time.
Yeah.
We have all day for
It's
you.
not like we're recording or anything.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Now we're gonna go ahead and just color correct right under the eyes. So can you look up for me, son? I've been really loving the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer. This is a little bit brighter. So we're going to go ahead and apply right under the eyes. And this is going to just give her a really nice bright under eye area. I really love a bright under eye area. How about you?
I don't do it on myself, but I'm down for it.
Too bad, because I'm going to give it. And then I'm just going to cream highlight her face at this point as well. I'm really going in for it just because the foundation it gets a little bit darker. This is going to really just brighten everything up again. Doing the under eyes last because the longer you leave it, the more the more coverage it'll give you. We're just going to pat this in. And notice whenever I'm trying to build product up, I always pat and never just drag. And especially under the eyes, you don't want to drag because that's a really sensitive area. I'm going to quickly go ahead with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder, and I'm just going to set under the eyes. But first I'm going to get rid of any fine lines that may have already creased. Any concealer that may already creased. So I'm going to have her look up and really push the product in. This is what's going to help prevent or at least minimize any creasing throughout the day. And since Swarna's skin is a little bit drier, I'm not going to leave this on for too long. We're going to dust it off right away. So now we're kind of fighting with lighting, so I'm just brightening it up as we're going. So if you guys see the light change here and there, that's why. We're going to go ahead and contour. We're going to do cream first since she does have drier skin. I'm going to go ahead and use the Tantour from Huda Beauty in the shade Medium Fine L. And I'm just going to lightly place it in place first. And the other way for me, please. And Swarna doesn't really have a big forehead. She does not need contour, but I like to add a little bit just to add more warmth to the face. And then this is Swarna's favorite spot. She always does this and never blends it out.
I try to do contour, and every time I go out with these girls, they're always like, did you blend it out?
So for her nose, I'm actually going to use powder later just because I feel like cream could look harsh if it's not blended out properly. And her nose is already really slim, so we don't need to do too much to it. So I'm just going to take the brush and just take off the excess and start blending upwards. Can you look that way for me? Just so they can get a better picture. So when you blend it, you want to blend it upwards because that's what's going to give you that nice carved effect. So now I'm going in with this bronzer from Fenty. This is in the shade Cocoa Naughty. I'm assuming it's going to be a good shade for her. Let's see. If not, we'll use a different powder. No, that's perfect. So as you can see, it's just adding so much warmth to the skin. It looks gorgeous. Other side.
Gorgeous.
And since this is a bronzer, you don't need it to be too precise, so I'm just like really just going for it in circular motions. I love adding bronzer just because you're a darker complexion doesn't mean you can't wear bronzer. It gives you a nice warmth to the skin. So now I'm gonna go in with this Barrier Adore blush trio from NARS. What is this? Oh, Anastasia. And I'm going to use this burnt orange shade right here, this like apricot shade, because I love it with rose gold.
Did you say apricot?
Apricot.
It's apricot.
Apricot. Is that how you say it?
We say apricot.
Maybe it is apricot. And then we're going to put this right here because I love how it makes everything look nice and nude, as you can see. And I like putting a little bit of blush on my nose too.
Really?
I love it.
Oh, interesting.
It gives like a little bit color. So blush you always want to put a lot of because it's the first thing that's gonna get off the face, especially when you're doing clients, but you could just let them know so they don't get scared. Do some cream highlight first, liquid highlight. So we're using the ABH shade Rose Gold in their Liquid Glow. And just put it right on the high points right there. And just blend it with my fingers. This is going to really give a nice intense glow to the skin. Just a little bit on the nose because like the Huda Beauty Tantour, a little bit goes such a long way with. That's all I'm going to do with this, but this is going to really help intensify the highlight with the glow kit. So now we're going in again with the bronze. Look that way for me. I'm going to go a little crazy with the highlight because the goal is to look glowy. So I'm going to take this highlight again, open your eyes for me, and really put some. I'm actually going to go in with just a little bit of a brown shade, this one right here, and just lightly smoke out the bottom, just to like bring everything in together. So final step, what we're going to do is go ahead and line the lips. I'm using my MAC Chestnut. So I just went ahead and did the lip liner. As you can see, I shaded it on the outer edges. This helps the nude just like look nude without like really washing out the face. And it also gives dimension to the lip. So now I'm going in with MAC Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Topped with Brandy, just this nice pink, and then we're going to top it up with the lighter nude in the center. Now that we did that color is really beautiful, but I'm just going to add a little bit of a oomph to the middle, so just right in the center. Now you can dab your lips together. So this is the final makeup look.